Let's now work through the short answer questions together. So again, you may like to attempt this part yourself, or you might just want to watch me do it. So let's go through it. First things first, simplify the following expressions. Let's look here. How would we simplify this? Well, this A would cancel with that A, this C with this C, which means I'm just left with B on C here. Sorry, B on 3. Perfect, B on 3 there. And we go into the next one. What's happening here? Well, this H dies with that H, that K with that K, the J still there. Both of them can also be divided by 2. That is going to become 1 because 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's going to become 3. So I'm going to be left up with 3 up the top, then a 1, and then J. But remember, you just write that as 3 on J. That's my answer. Let's move on to the next one. This C will cancel with this C, and then I can divide these both by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So this is going to be 4A on 5. That's going to be my answer. Let's move on to the next one. This Z will cancel with this Z, and both of these can be divided by 2. This will become 7. This will become 8. It's going to be 7Y on 8X. Perfect. That is my answer. Let's now move on to the next one. I'm multiplying here, so it's going to be 4 times 3 is 12, and then just A, B. Just like that. Let's move on to the next one. This is going to be B cancels with B. 14 and 21 are both divisible by 7. 21 divided by 7 is 3. 14 divided by 7 is 2. So it's going to be 3A on 2. That is my answer. And then we keep on going. Now this is going to be 5 times 4 is 20, and then X and Y. And then I still have to times it by 2X. 20 times 2 is 40. Now I've got an X and an X. That makes it X squared Y. You didn't really have to do this step here. You could have just gone like 5 times 4 is 20, times 2 is 40, and then X times X is X squared, and then Y, put a Y there. This one, 5 times 3 is 15, and then PK. Perfect. Those are our answers. Hopefully you were successful with all of those. Now we continue on our journey. Using the distributive law, expand the following. Remember, drawing these arrows, they're very helpful. So this is 7y times x is 7xy. 7y times y is plus 7y squared. Then over here, this will be 3 times r is 3r. 3 times 7q. Well, 3 times 7 is 21, and then I put a q there. So remember, you're just timesing. All right, we continue on. Simplify the following. Okay, now this is gathering like terms. So you need to know that now you're gathering like terms. Okay, how do we do this? So you want to look for the things that are like. So for instance, 4x, negative 2x, and 12x are all like terms, so they can all be joined together. What is 4x minus 2x? Well, 4x minus 2x is going to be 2x plus 12x is going to be 14x. So this is going to become 14x. And then, do you see how I have negative 4y and I also have minus 8xy? Well, they're not like terms. So that means this is going to become negative 4y minus 8xy, just like that. xy. Because you can't combine them together because they're not like terms. Next one. I've got 7ab and 2ba. So again, those are like terms. So this is like with that. So 7 plus 2 is 9. So this will be 9ab. And then what else do I have here? I have 7a, which has nothing else with it. What else do I have? I have 2b plus b. So it's going to be plus 7a plus 3b. Next one. Okay, what are we going to do here? So this is going to become, let me come over here. I've got 3b plus 4b. Perfect. So that's going to become 7b. And then this 2k minus 5k is negative 3k. There it is. Next one. This is going to become 2y plus 5y is 7y. Then negative 8x minus 3x is negative 11x. Then we keep on going. What's this one going to be? This is going to be 6x plus 2x is 8x. And then 2y plus y is 3y. So this is 3y minus 8y is minus 5y. There we go. Perfect. Let's now keep on going. This one, what is this going to be? This is going to be, well, this 3ab is by itself. There are no other like terms for that. Then I have negative 2a plus 3a. That's going to become just plus a, because negative 2 plus 3 is just 1. And then I've got 2b minus 2b, so those cancel out, and then I've just got a plus b. And there's my answer. Hopefully you were successful with all of those. We continue. Okay, now it says, if x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2, find the values of the following expressions. So now we need to do some substitution. Remember, what's the first thing you do in substitution steps? You sub it in. So that means for this, I'm going to write, I've got 4 squared plus 5, open my brackets, 2 squared. Guess how many marks you get for that? You get a mark just for writing that down, people. There's no reason why you shouldn't get that mark. Okay, then we keep on going. So I'm just rewriting it. This is 16 plus 5. 2 squared is 4. There's going to be 16 plus 20. Now, is this going to end up being a bit ugly? I think it is going to end up being a bit ugly here, because this is going to end up being, what's 16 plus 20? 16 plus 20, oh no, it's not, 36, which is equal to 6. That's not ugly at all. It's beautiful. So my answer there is going to be 6. Okay, we continue. Again, what's your first step? Just sub it in, people. Just sub it in. Not hard. No one should get that wrong. If you get that wrong in the test, I will cry. Okay? If you get this wrong, look right there. What I've just written, that will give you a mark. There's no maths there. You literally just had to sub it in. Okay? You can do it, people. So this is going to become 12 minus 2, 8 minus 3 2s are 6 squared, 12 minus 2. Notice how I'm following BIDMAS. Now I'm doing what's inside the brackets. 8 minus 6 is 2 squared. And then this will become 12 minus... Now, when you're in this situation, you want to do the indices first. Because remember BIDMAS, you do indices before division and multiplication. So that's why I'm going to go 2 squared is 4. And then I want to go 2 times 4 is 8. And then 12 minus 8 is 4. Bang. All done. 4. Hopefully you were successful. All right, we continue to go on here, people. How many more questions do we have in the short answer? We're nearly there. We'll stop after going through these ones here. Okay. Output is equal to 4 times the input minus 2. Okay, so remember what you're doing here is to find your output. You're just doing substitution. So you're taking this 5 and you're putting it into the input spot. So it's going to become 4 times 5 minus 2. 4 5s are 20 minus 2 is 18. And that becomes your output. That's all you're doing. So for the next one here, I'm going 4 times 6, because now I'm putting 6 into my input. So I'm going 4 times 6 minus 2. 4 6s are 24 minus 2 is 22. 22 goes there. And then you just keep on going. And then you might be able to do some of this in your head. So we'll do one more together. We'll go 4 times 7 minus 2. 4 7s are 28 minus 2 is 26. And that's all you're doing. So now I'm taking 8 and I'm putting 8 into the input spot. 4 8s are 32 minus 2 is 30. Next one. I'm taking the 9 and I'm putting it into the input spot. 4 9s are 36. 36 minus 2 is 34. And we're done. Next one. State the rule for each of the following values. So what you have to do here is see what links the input with the output. What 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 8, 7, 9. Hopefully you can see I'm just plussing 2 each time, aren't I? I'm just plussing 2 each time. So this is going to become my output is equal to my input plus 2. Easy. That's all you have to do there. Next one. This one's a trickier one because looking at it, what separates this? Well, you're adding 6, but now you're adding 15. And see, it's not consistent. This is tricky, okay? These are the tricky ones. You can't expect everything to be easy in life. What is it going to be? It's going to be my output is equal to, now these really just come with practice and just kind of seeing enough of them. So I'm looking at these and I'm noticing that every time it ends in 7. Well, that's interesting. It ends in 7 each time. And I'm also looking at it and I'm thinking, this is close to 30. This is close to 20. This is close to 10. This is close to 40. This is close to 50. But I'm obviously just subtracting 3 from them each time, aren't I? Now, that's just pattern recognition. There's no kind of, it's hard to explain how you'd come to that. You've just got to kind of see it. So what's clearly going on here is, for instance, let's take this 2, for example. I'm timesing it by 10 to get to 20, and then I'm subtracting by 3 to get to 17. If we take this 5, I'm obviously taking this 5, timesing it by 10 to get to 50, then subtracting it by 3 to get to 47. So my rule here is take the input, that's ugly, take the input, times it by 10, and then subtract 3 from it. Now, you don't need them, but if you wanted to, you could put brackets there, and that shows you what you're doing. You're timesing by 10 and then subtracting 3. That is what you're doing there. All right, we'll stop here, and then we'll go through the extended response section.